I'm waiting for everybody else. I'm waiting for everybody else to check in.
Wednesday. How you doing, beautiful?
There we go. I'm sorry, Miss Tessie. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties here trying to work with Miss Melissa's equipment today.
It's really not the equipment. You really want to know what it is?
It's user error.
User error. Siempre, and it doesn't help when you had a drink.
Oh, you started.
I had to.
Is that what's going on?
Yeah. I'm in one
How
of
you
these
doing, Mama?
today. What happened?
How you doing, baby girl?
I'm doing fine. How about you, my dear?
Hanging in there. It's another day.
It
is another day. Waiting for everyone.
Yes.
Waiting for everybody else to check back in. We had about 5 friends here.
Look,
this to check in.
This is the best team of friends ever. Okay? I get super excited, not just because it's Wednesday, and it's like 2 days before a beautiful 4-day weekend que yo voy a tal. I don't even want to say, but I'm excited about the weekend.
Don't mind me. I'm still trying to figure out the whole lighting thing.
Shaimar, ¿cómo está? Hello, hello. Oh my God.
Very excited.
Very excited.
Hola. It is Wednesday, August 31st, 2022.
Already, y'all.
What's up, Wednesdays with Crunkfit. I am Wendy.
And I am Miss Melissa, just loving all my people. This is the community that I love. I am here absolutely just engaged and ready for y'all.
Do you see this chick with her microphone? Where did you get the microphone from?
Espérate. If you knew all the stuff that I could do with this, girl, I don't feel like clowning today, but when I seen that I had it, it's so divine.
Oh my God!
Look, I'll sit here by myself.
Made it for another month. Oh Lord, is this what you've been doing all day? Playing with your microphone?
This is the last 20 minutes. We got some unsuspecting visitors. Oh, so it's okay though, right? We just muscled through, we just pushed through it, but I wasn't ready for the shit, so.
Oh my God.
I figured just to calm my nerves, I took a little swig of some, whatever. And
I only have cream soda today. That's for the old folks. Only old folks know.
Cream soda. ¿Cuándo fue the last time anybody had cream soda?
Well, I had some last week.
I can't even believe girl, I think I was in my teens the last time I had cream soda. Root beer, yes. Cream soda, that's the fun. That's what really makes a root beer float taste amazing.
Yes. But while you go ahead and check in,
okay,
I'm gonna get everybody ready for this. Look. This because I had to do it anyway, I figured I'd do it with you guys. This is what I use for my homemade mayonnaise. This is a double batch, so that you know, because it's gonna be ready in 2 minutes. I use grapeseed oil because there's no real flavor in there.
Really, 2 minutes?
I'm gonna show you right now, real quick. This is coconut vinegar. You can use whatever vinegar you want, but I like this one. I've kind of pre-measured everything. This is 4 eggs, 2 whole eggs, 2 egg yolks. But because we do a lot of mayonnaise, it's quite versatile. And I use it for a lot of things. So I'm going to show you really quickly. Can you see? Let's see. Here we go.
Hold on. No, I can only see the blender.
All right. I gotta, let me get this cake so y'all can see what's going on. All right. See this? My blender. Look at how quick this is. I'm going to turn it on.
Okay.
Put my eggs in.
Does it have to be in any order?
Well, this is the way I like to do it. So this is how we're going to do it. This is a teaspoon of salt and organic mustard, dry mustard. And I'm going to just go ahead and beat that really quickly. This is how quick it is. All right.
And it thickens up that fast?
No, not yet, girl.
Oh my gosh.
Give me a second. All right. So what we're gonna do? This right here is the blend of lemon juice and the coconut vinegar. It's 2 to 1. So I'm gonna pour
Coconut vinegar. Never heard of that.
I'm gonna put half of it in.
Okay.
Right here is my double oil, right? But I'm gonna pour it in really slowly because you have to have it combined slowly because it'll break. So here we go, watch. Look.
Hey.
Look. You see that?
Oh shit.
That's how
pretty
slow
neat.
you gotta go.
Because I've never seen it from this angle before, so it's actually really cool.
So we're gonna do half of this to start, right?
Okay.
All right, we're almost at half. Yep. Yeah. All right, so now I'm gonna pour the rest of this vinegar mixture with the lemon juice. I'm gonna raise the blender just a little bit.
Okay.
And then we're gonna go real slow to finish.
That is so cool. Marini, hello.
So this is the first time. This is the first time that I do vinegar on the, and you can hear it that it's starting to get thicker.
Yes, I can see it. Guys, for everybody that's coming on right now, we are in the process of watching Miss Wendy making homemade mayonesa, mayonnaise, baby. This, I heard, tastes so much better than the store-bought. But I haven't tasted yours, so maybe this weekend?
Yeah, I'll bring you some.
Yay!
So I'm just gonna raise the blender just a little bit, get a nice mix going on. I'm gonna take a look to see how it looks.
It looks like it's thickening.
It could use a little more vinegar though, a little bit more oil though. I can tell because it's not thick already. That means it can use a little more.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna take my bottle and just pour a little bit at a time.
And that's what thickens it. I would never think that that's the thickening agent. Does anyone else here make homemade mayonnaise or have ever tasted it? I want to hear from you. That may sound like it's working. Love the nails, by the way, Dollface.
And that's it. It's done. Look.
Wow,
You see that?
it's thick. Oh, snap. Does it? Okay, how's it taste?
No. So on the first day, you can't really.
Put it on.
It's not really great as soon as you make it because the seasonings that you put in it, like the dry mustard, it has to open up just like salt does.
Okay.
It has to open up. You have to let the flavors kind of marinate.
Ooh.
And then it is just amazing. Best thing is, once you finish that, you put it in an airtight jar, whether it's a mason jar or if you decide to put it in. I recycle my own mayonnaise jar. I've had it for like 3 years. I just keep putting it in there. You let it sit overnight on the counter, 24 hours, you got homemade mayonnaise.
That is so cool.
Super cheap to make. I've had it in my fridge for up to 4 months. It's fantastic, and I know what I'm eating. There's no extra chemicals in there. There's no preservatives in there. It's clean, and it's delicious.
For sure. For sure. I've always heard the best about it, so, you know, I definitely want to taste it at least.
So now that we're done with the mayonnaise.
Hi.
How you doing, baby?
I am doing excited about this conversation, baby, because I had to use a lot of his tactics during the weekend.
Oh, I can't get this. I'm sorry.
What do you have on? You're just looking fabulous over here.
It's this whole thing. It's my jumpsuit.
Ooh, I like it.
Well, welcome everyone. Welcome to What's Up Wednesdays. We are checked in. I am Wendy.
And I'm Miss Melissa. Y'all loving this community and can't wait to start this conversation.
This week's conversation is about recognizing your mental state. Recognizing depression or anger, mismanagement, determining what's the difference between the two and how we get through it, the signs. We had a conversation earlier because it's wonderful. We check in every Monday, and just where we are in life kind of directs where we're going.
Right.
And this week, Miss Melissa, because it started with you, with why this topic came up, why don't you let everyone know what it was that was going on?
I mean, basically, it's just understanding that I have to catch myself, and it seems like a lot of people do too, in the act of being self-aware. It's like a self-check. Like when you're going through an emotional crisis of any sort, that you go back to your defaults, it's really just checking yourself in the moment. I had to really apply those skills this weekend, and it seems like if you don't practice them, you can't reach for them when you need them. So I really seen that. I was like, you know what, Wendy, let's have a conversation. Let's bring that up. Does everybody understand or have like a red alert on their self-check? Do they know when to self-check? What's your take on it, Wen?
It depends on the situation. I'm sorry. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. I can't figure out the light. It's annoying. I was depressed for many, many years. I was depressed for many, many years. And I wasn't that person who said, let me go see a therapist. And all my closest friends know that I don't talk about it. As far as they were concerned, everybody was great. The world was fantastic. Everything was happy-go-lucky. And that was it. I was large and in charge, and nothing ever changed. And if you needed something, I was the person you came to. Everyone dropped their problems in my lap because I was always there for them. But I didn't share what was going on with me. And my husband is the one who witnessed that entire thing. When I tell you, my depression lasted a good 8 years. And day after day, I didn't want to get out of bed. I just wanted to close my eyes and open them, and it'll be tomorrow. And I wanted life to pass that way. And I couldn't snap out of it. In that space, you are hopeless. Yeah. You are helpless. You are drowning. You don't know where to turn.
No,
you don't think that there's help out there. You don't want people to pity you. You don't want people's advice because they're not going to tell you what you need to hear. You want to pass on the judgment. There's so many reasons why we don't reach out to get help.
Right.
And I just continued to spiral. I could see I was aging. You could see it. I was getting old fast because I just wasn't living. I stopped living.
Right.
I stayed in. I didn't want to be around people. And it wasn't until I want to say that I started to climb out of that about 3 or 4 years ago. And it took, and my husband was always just very, very, he was so concerned. And he just wanted to see me smile, and he wanted to see me happy, and he didn't know what to do. And it was that look of despair. And it wasn't that I hadn't seen it before, but I just happened to look at him one day and I thought, what am I doing? This man is still here. He's still hanging in there. He still loves me. And I thought, I have to do this for myself. I have to do this for him.
Absolutely.
Healing. I need to let go of everything that I was carrying because there's nothing that I could do to change the situation. Right. And I took one step at a time.
Yeah. And I think that's the smartest thing to do because we often look the other way, to attempt to like ignore it and turn to some distraction. And I'm good for that. Ve a limpiar, go cook, go get busy just so you don't have to deal with it. And then it passes and then you go to sleep. That's how I basically handled it. Just try sleep it away, just try and muscle through it, never really addressing that I had to just kind of practice mindfulness, like really assess and recognize and try and manage my emotions in the present moment. That was definitely not something that I was taught to do, and it's something that I really feel that as a community we have to learn how to do that better, because a lot of the times we feel, and it's so cool because I read this cool ass article about this social scientist saying that people grossly overestimate their self-awareness. I think that's so neat. They grossly overestimate how self-aware they are, but when it comes down to it,
yes,
we're not. So what's
yes.
your take on that?
We think we know who we are.
Yes.
Right? We come up in our teens, our early 20s, our 30s. I know who I am.
Yes.
It's only now at this very mature age that I can look back and I can tell you that I am only finally discovering myself now. That I am embracing all of my faults and understanding my behaviors and trying to be more mindful and thoughtful and sensitive. Yeah. I am far from perfect. I didn't say I mastered it. It's a daily challenge. Daily. But I'm aware, and that is a huge step forward. I am aware of my behavior and how I can change. I am the master of my environment.
That is so fantastic.
And I can choose to set the tone and it be negative and dark, or I can lighten it and make it great for everyone. So you always try to be the strong one so others don't see how much you are really breaking down inside. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
I can see that.
We are great for taking on intentionally, taking on everyone else's problems so that we are distracted from our own. Yep. Because as long as we're busy with somebody else's bullshit, we don't have to think about our own. Exactly. But when there's no bullshit to take on, and you are sitting there by yourself and there is nothing but silence around you,
all I see is this, and you're like,
face yourself. It punches you in the gut.
Yes, it does.
That time, like, where do you go? What do you do?
I mean, there's like so many things to do. I mean, how do we really cultivate self-awareness? I mean, I think it starts out with us having to be curious about who we are right now, who we are today, right in this moment. Not who I was 5 years ago. I mean, how am I doing right now? Do you know how you're doing? Do you even ask yourself any of these questions? Do you think about what you're thinking about? I think growing up, I didn't really make time for that because I had so much stuff going on. So it was like, I don't. But now that I do, I can, I don't know, just kind of assess things in a better way and not be so reactive, because that was my thing, being reactive, just going into fight or flight. And a lot of the time it was fight, my survival mode. And just to understand those ways about you really helps you figure out, what's the best solution to get through stuff like that. Yes, it does. I mean, let me tell you, it matters. When you really kind of know where you are, you can navigate your day better. You can navigate your life, your relationships, everything way better. It's just kind of, where's that self-check? How about you guys? Like, how do you guys self-check? That's what I want to know. How do my people self-check? Wendy, how do you self-check?
This whole menopause thing has forced me to comb through what's authentic and what's hormonal. And I realize that a lot of it now is hormonal, but it gives me the opportunity to do just that. I have to check in, because now I have to think, okay, did something happen that set me off? Or is this the whole thing that's going on with my body? and I'm learning how to separate
decipher that. That's so big.
But look at how long it took me to get here. What I'm hoping that in having these discussions and putting everything out, that it should save someone else that we're talking to, or someone that you know, a family member, a friend, a wife, or a husband that's dealing with someone, or a husband that's depressed. I mean, depression is, you know, I'm thinking of menopause, but it's men as well. It's just depression in general. And you and I, having discussed this earlier this week, I asked your situation if you were depressed, and no, not really. You're not depressed, but we kind of figured that you do have anger issues, or at least you're better today than you were. Look, but you are well aware that you have a short fuse that sets you off, and you're trying to check that.
All the time, instantly, in that moment, because again, that's where we bust up relationships and just so many situations that we're in that we end up kind of with a bad taste. A what?
That Sheila mentions that she does have mirror conversations where, you know, she faces herself and she asks these questions, you know, where she is and where she stands. So yes.
Let me tell you, that mirroring technique, I just learned it like 2 weeks ago, and it's the coolest thing. I have never sat in front of the mirror and had conversations and asked myself questions, and just to check myself in real time. When you're looking at yourself doing it, it gives you a different feel altogether. So thank you, Sheila, for that. That is so awesome. I'm so glad that other people are actually doing it, you know, because it works. If it does, you know, I mean, I feel like I could see how it works. I haven't implemented enough to say that, okay, that's a solution, but I heard is the bomb. So thank you for that.
When I started jogging years ago, I never would hear music. I was only with my thoughts. And I would use that. That's how long I've been doing it. I would use that time to have conversations with myself and run through all the things that have been going on. Because I used to jog almost every day. So it was just like the last 24 hours, like, where do I stand? What do I do? How could I have had this conversation just a little bit different? How would it have resulted in a different way? And it's a self journey. However, it is still, sometimes it's just not enough. It wasn't enough for me. And I wouldn't turn to anyone. My closest friends that I've been friends with 30 years plus had no idea what was going on for years until it was all done. And I was like, hey, I laid everything on the table. And they're like, what, why didn't you call? Why didn't you say something? And it was just, I'm a true believer in shit or get off the pot. Either you're going to do something about it, or you're going to stay and deal with it. Yeah, and because I wasn't ready to get off, I sat there and I dealt with it.
Of course.
It does horrible damage to you.
Yeah. Sheila, I really like that. Again, you're absolutely right. When you're face to face with yourself, you can't lie. You can't feed yourself the bullshit. You know you're bullshit. You go call bullshit real fast. And that's what I'm talking about. That self-check now, I can't say that I was probably maybe even mature enough to be able to do that when I was younger. But right now, I cut that shit in the bud. I love just coming to terms with where I'm at. Just being real and honest with where you are and what I can put into practice or learn to make it better, because that navigation through the days, damn it, I don't know how people like, you know, just set it and forget it for weeks and years to come. That's so amazing. I gotta do mine every day. I don't know about you, Win, but I gotta set my shit every day, several times a day.
Let me ask you, because you have this switch, So now that you're aware of the switch, like you are finally just coming to terms with it.
I know where it is.
How are you dealing with the aftermath? because now you know, now it's after the fact. Now you've already done what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
How do you deal with it afterwards, and how do you plan for the next time that it happens?
I mean, dealing with it and looking at it is like, oh shit, I did that again. Damn, oh man. I really hate looking at it. Before I'd be like, I don't give a damn. Now I'm like, oh, damn it. I actually feel a way. So
Wow.
it encourages me to do research, to find different techniques. Like Sheila was saying, mirroring, write it down, make a list of your feelings, do whatever it takes to make sure you find the best way for you, because the best way for me is probably not the same for you, but damn it, find a way so you can really help yourself get through whatever it is that you got to get through. Is that mayonnaise still buzzing?
So you hear it, right? I'm not going crazy.
I'm like, is that somebody in the room or something? Is that blender on?
I don't know what that. No, nothing's on. I don't know what that beeping.
Okay.
I don't know what that beeping is.
But that's how I handle it pretty much. That's what I've been doing. I just apply everything that I learned, and then I bring it here and having these discussions. Oh my God. It really gives me the encouragement to try stuff, because I don't like to try stuff. I like to see that it's been proven and somebody, you know, has tried it, and it's like, then I'm more motivated to see if it works for me. But again, just try whatever it is that you got to try to get yourself in check, but always practice that you want to basically self-check, whatever it is that you got to do to get yourself there, get there. That's all I'm saying. Just bring it to the forefront. A lot of the times we put it in the back burner, leave it for when we're finished, or maybe we have time, or when we're relaxing and we don't ever get to it. And that's how we fester emotions. And then we do the blow up. And again, I just had a stupid blow up. I was in my feelings. I messed up a beautiful opportunity to be with my people, the wives and their husbands, just because I was in my feelings. And it sucks. It sucks when everybody's like having a great ass time. You're bored in my house with my hair pretty and my lipstick on, looking like a dummy. Look at you and your little girl emotions. Oh, how nice, eh? And then, but then I'm just like, you know what? What are you gonna learn from this situation?
Oh man.
Okay, what are you gonna learn from this situation? Because right now you're not having mimosas. You're not having a fly ass lunch. You're here. Bored. You know what I'm saying?
It was fly.
I know what. I know it was. I know where you guys went.
It was so nice.
Shit. But that's what I'm talking about, to know that I'm this many years old and to still have to go through that stuff sucks. And you know, Wendy, I've told you, I'm at this point, if it's counseling, if it's a camaraderie with
I think
friends and family, looking at other videos, listening to podcasts, being part of many different communities, I am on a mission to get it under control. I don't think that I'll ever kill the bitch inside, but I do know that I can tame her. I know I can tame those manias of the emotional outbursts, of just getting in my feelings quickly. And more we speak about it, I just really feel that I'm on the right track, man. This is healing here, guys. This is healing. I love it.
Yeah, that is a one day at a time.
One day, yes. That's really what it's at. You know, again, being curious about yourself, being ready to explore and experience new things about yourself. I think I feel light about it. Before, I would take everything too damn serious, and I wasn't ready to play around with nothing. I'm not that no nonsense type. I don't like the shits. I don't want to waste time. But knowing that this is going to make me feel better and just kind of do my family better, do my work better, shit, I'm all with it. I'm totally in it, and I am vested, and I will do whatever it takes to make sure that I get it done.
Well, bravo. I like it.
I do too. I feel so mature.
Good for you.
I'm much more mature.
I like therapy. I don't go consistently, But what I do like is that every once in a while, they will help you walk through a situation, a conversation, and they give you the tools to do that on your own. Anytime I'm driving and I'm in the car, that is my time to kind of file through all of
Right?
those
Reconnect with
all
yourself.
conversations. Start figuring out what's important, what I let go, what is going to affect me long term, what I want to keep and what I want to get rid of. And that, I don't know why we wait until this late age in life, why we couldn't use these tools earlier on. I don't know if it's just that we're stubborn or we're just
ego, whatever it is, because you know, again,
prideful. I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
but
there's so many reasons, but it's so nice to come to a place where you're willing to let those walls down and just get to know yourself where you're at right now. When I tell you guys, that's everything. 20s is different than 30s. 30s will be different than the 40s, and whatever the 50s are going to bring, I know I am mentally preparing myself, because I guess my 50 self ain't with the shits. She don't want to be about the bullshit. She wants to be in total peace and be like a universal abuela, dándole love a todo mundo. Oh my God, I can't wait.
I totally get it. Yes, we have to schedule me time, but the truth is that when you're running that day, some of us still have children at home, or we have grandchildren, or there's work and there's relationships, and you're exhausted from your day. It is so hard to carve out that time. Yes, you are absolutely right. What does it say? Red light. It is so hard to carve out that time, which is why we force ourselves to do Crunkfit on Saturday.
Yeah.
Make sure that we give ourselves those 30 minutes once a week, at least. And it sounds ridiculous. It sounds ridiculous that we're only taking out 30 minutes of an entire week for ourselves. I'll take it.
I'll take it.
You are absolutely right. And I have so many alpha females in my life that everyone is like me. Everyone is running all the time, running. There's no downtime and no one stopping to take a minute. But every once in a while when they do, and we get together and we have this conversation, we realize that everything is not okay.
Yes, like
everything is not okay.
Tessie said it plain and clear. It's like we are too caught up in the bullshit. That is so damn right. That's the emotions of it. However you express it is how you express it. But the feeling of it, I just want to just catch it when I'm feeling it and not allow myself to react or just to label it or to anything. I just want to feel what I feel and keep it pushing. That is my goal anyway. And I think it's part of these conversations and just realization in general to just kind of, you know, get it right in your life.
I'm sorry. I want another video. Let me get this off. Hang on. All right. We'll leave it off. Most recently, you know, because you deal with just everyday life. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. We take things on that aren't necessary. We drive ourselves nuts and we spiral for things that don't even matter. At the end of the day, you have to take stock of your life and decide what's important. What is going to change my life? Does it add value? And if it doesn't, you let it go. Life is too short.
Gratification, that's what it is. I think really overlooking all of the stuff that I call bullshit on and just being like, does it really need to be called on? Like, can you just be thankful? You know, and that's a lot of it. A lot of the times it's just be thankful, be presently thankful. And when you are, you tend to not think the way you were thinking and judge it and label the situation. Absolutely. I second that motion.
This is the challenge for this week. And this is just food for thought. This is what we put out there. It's for you when you have those few minutes, when you're driving in the car or you're in between calls or you're just sitting down to take a breath. Stop to think where you are. Are you content?
Mm-hmm.
Are you satisfied? And in taking that hard look, if you are not, are you in a good space regardless? Where is your head at? Are you feeling good about life? Because if you can say that and put a smile on your face, then you're going to be okay. But if you have to stop to really think about it and your answer is, I don't know. It's time to have that conversation with yourself. Maybe it's time to call a friend or a family member that you can confide in, or schedule an appointment with a therapist, or try this mirroring chat. I haven't done that because in my head, I always see myself. So I'm always talking to myself and I already know what she's saying back to me.
Yeah.
Because I don't have those conversations in silence. People will walk by and hear me talking to myself. And again, it's always that joke. As long as you don't answer yourself, I'm like, but of course I do. Who else is going to give me the right answers? You know, it's that conversation.
Like,
but
right.
I have those conversations with myself quite often. And I have to decide, I have to really think about, am I exhausted or is something going on?
Yeah.
Because when I'm not feeling 100%, it takes everything out of my body.
It really does.
I can take that sometimes. Yeah, I can take that sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's real. And I love that, you know, again, we're here sharing because that's everything. Just reminding one another to practice. We have to practice. We have to put it into practice. Whatever it is that we want to make better. If it's self-awareness, if it's whatever you want. We have to practice. It is the most important thing, again, because it's not taught and it's not second nature. Because if it was, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. You know, to me, half of us are really kind of in denial about it, literally looking for other distractions, whether it's gambling, drinking, whatever it is, it's always looking for the distractions so you don't have to deal
with me. I was having 2 to 3 cocktails every single day just so that I could just go to sleep and not think. That's where I was for a minute there.
Yeah, for sure.
And I thought,
for sure. I could see that. I could see that.
And I am an alcoholic. Like I could see my face aging because I would go home. At one time, I would only have cocktails if my husband was having cocktails. It got to a point where I was like, you want one? No? Okay, no problem. And I would sit there by myself. And then it moved on to just me just serving myself and every man for themselves. You want one? Oh, I didn't know you wanted one. And I would go just have at it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to think. That's where it was.
Yeah.
I had to cut it out of my system for 30 days. I was like, all right, let's see if I can handle this. And for the first 7 days, I was like, I don't think I'm going to make it. That's how dependent I was.
Yeah. But then you take notice and then you choose to, girl, because today I was like thinking about, oh, I want to have a drink. But I was just like, then I asked you and you're like, no, I'm good. And I'm like, wow, again, a decision to be like, you know what? I don't have to have that state of mind to be doing what it is that I got to do. You know, you made a conscious decision and effort not to.
A conscious
and that's what
decision.
We're talking about, people. We love you so much. We love sharing these conversations and learning from each and every one of you. Guys, thank you so much for your comments. They are invaluable. This is how we get to know you. This is how we get to grow, period. This is so awesome. I'm so excited about our What's Up Wednesdays. This is the bomb, guys. This is really
Who's that? Who's Daddy Mom? Welcome. You
hey there.
On the end of our conversation.
Hola, hola.
We are here every Wednesday at 7:30.
Yeah, 7:30, baby.
Different topic of something that's going on during the week. And today we're talking about understanding whether, depression or anger management or just your state of well-being, and seeing the signs and trying to find peace. And we're just trying to make it through the day. I'm in a great place. I am grateful for where life has brought me. I am finally on the other side of that darkness. I've been healthy for almost 4 years now. With every year that passes, I am better. I am at peace. I have forgiven myself for the things that I cannot change.
That's so awesome.
I don't try to control the outcome of everything around me. So I count everything as a blessing. And just,
and I get excited
about
time.
I'm not here for a long time, but I most definitely am here for a good time. So I'm gonna have a good time.
Yeah, absolutely. And just appreciating every moment and just the insight, guys. Let me tell you, the insight is everything. Again, that's how we learn. That's how we grow. That's how we connect. I'm in this for the connection. I'm in this to learn and to grow together. Again, I have a lot to offer because, again, being a young teen mom just allows you different experiences to share. And if I could save anybody time, amazing. What?
We're checking in now, just shouting us out and saying hello.
Hola, hola. Yeah. Well, I really, really enjoyed this conversation. The what?
Being at your best is what's most important right now.
Amen. Yes, yes, yes. And
not being so reactive, but you do. You have to check in. You have to figure out where you are, and you have to forge. Life is good. Life is good, and there's so much beauty in the simplicity of your day. So why not embrace that and deal with or don't deal with the bullshit that comes after that?
Just decide. Either way.
Yeah.
This was awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
This is healing. I am imploring everyone that is watching here today just to check in with yourself. It is okay to be selfish. It is okay to put yourself first. It is okay to embrace that you need to be well first so that you can be well for everyone else. Because if you're not good, whatever's going on with you, you're going to pay it forward.
Yes.
You're going to pay it forward.
Good, better, and different. Yes. So check yourself, man. And give yourself love. Guys, I like I always say, practice feeling good and protect your peace with everything that you are. I send love and high vibrations to everybody that's a part of this and the people that are gonna join us and just really make this an amazing community. I cannot wait until next week, guys. Miss Wendy?
But for those of you who are watching and listening, DM us. By all means, we are here. We will reach out. Let's have a conversation. If you need help, that's what we're here. We're here to help each other.
Support team. Hello.
I am to learn from everyone's experience. Why do I sit through everyone else's problems? Because I love to understand how it works, what set that situation off, what we could have done to make it better, what will bring a different outcome. And that information, that's where experience and wisdom comes from. And that's what we share with one another. It's those tools, because we don't have all the answers. But please, by all means, we are here. If you ever want to talk, you know exactly how to reach us, and we will respond. So please, by all means,
This is our community. This is our safe space. So we welcome you to reach out. We are here. And don't feel free to just lean in. I want to thank you for another week. We are here every Wednesday at 7:30. We have these conversations. We started as Crunkfit. We have a live class on Saturdays that we create workouts for everyday living. We're not bodybuilders, but we are most definitely trying
for the
to live a
appreciation.
healthy, positive life for whatever time we have left. So show up. It's just once a week, 30 minutes, and then we're back here on Wednesday.
Yeah.
You know where to find us. Reach out. Well, you have a topic you want to talk about, we are open to it. God knows between the two of us, we're not all there. We've had a lot of situations. People who know me, and I know this. There's a lot of experience, wisdom, good and bad here.
Yeah.
We don't have all the answers, but you know,
Let's share. Let's literally
Absolutely.
save each other time. Hell yeah.
Well, God bless everyone for another week. Please reach out. We are here. From our Crunkfit family to yours, much love and peace.
Que Dios me lo bendiga a todos. God bless you all.
We'll see you next week. Reach out.
Peace, y'all.